Hi guys, Rachel with Spunky Misfit Girl here, and today I wanted to do a pretty simple, quick and easy happy mail or ephemera folder that you can make use of the principle of anywhere, in a smaller size, in a bigger size, for a junk journal, just to send to a friend, and it's super quick and easy. And I actually also wanted to do it because we're going to use the same principle in an upcoming video that I'm going to do very soon. It might not be the next video right after this, but very soon. And I will show you why on the inside. So I just decorated this very simply with some lace and a big splashy flower from my floral wallpapers and just opens up to 2 pockets on the inside, which I also decorated fairly simply with some labels and my scraps. I've been using these floral wallpapers for everything right now. And tucked in a policy closure envelope, which I made in a recent video. And then this guy, who is the bigger project that we're gonna do in an upcoming video. It's a little mini booklet made from 8x8 papers. And actually what I did is I printed these floral wallpaper papers onto 8.5x11 and cut them down and used them. And they work brilliantly for that. So this is just a super cute little fold out booklet. A lot of fun to make, pretty simple. It looks complicated, but it's really not. And I haven't finished decorating it yet and totally finished filling it up, but I will before I do the video. But you can maybe see that this guy that's sewn in here, this middle piece of the signature, is also an ephemera booklet just like this. And this is super easy. It's like a less than 10-minute project. I'm gonna do another one just like this from a 12x12, just so you can get the principle. You know, this does end up fairly big, so it gets folded, so it's 6x6 basically, which might be a little big for a journal, but you can do this from any square piece of paper. So all we're gonna do, so this is a piece of paper from Vintage Memories paper pack, which is what I used for the sample as well. So all we're gonna do is fold in half to start with. And the thing is, you are probably gonna want double-sided because, you know, a lot of your insides show. Unless you don't mind the white, you're gonna stuff things inside of it anyway, of course. So then we're gonna open it up and we're gonna fold it the other way. Trying to be careful and get my folds right. And then we're gonna open this guy up again. And now we're gonna make a cut, just one cut. But we're gonna think a little bit about how this works, because we want our, I think I want this guy on the outside so I can decorate it again with my floral wallpapers. And so I want this to be upright, which means these are going to be my pockets and those are going to be upside down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this middle guy just up to that other score line. If your paper is not directional, it's not gonna matter, okay? So then we're gonna fold it in half again the long way. And we're gonna do this so that our 2 flaps are at the top. Right, we've got our 2 open flaps from where we cut, and our fold is over here. And we're gonna cut our pockets. So I'm gonna just take that that cutter back out, and I'm gonna cut this right about here. And you can see that then those will fold up on the inside here, just like that. Now, and those will make your pockets. However, if you just left it like this, you have too much bulk in that middle, right? And there are a couple of ways that you can do this. The way I did my other one, you can bring it back to this fold, put your well, actually it wouldn't matter. Basically, it's this. It's this guy that needs to get, yeah. So basically what you would do, okay, so it was folding it back in half like this, and then you've got your fold here. You'd want to trim this guy, right? But just a little, and I actually did too much. I didn't want this big of a V. So alternately, what I would suggest actually is to just do this straight rather than doing it that way. You can try it, you can experiment with it and see how it goes for you. But I think what I'm gonna do is just use my cutter and see if I can make that work with just a little cut that's straight up that inside piece there. And on either side of the fold, I do seem to have a little bit of an extra bit there. And it is tricky on very, very skinny cuts like this. Sometimes the cutter doesn't quite want to do it. You could also do it with your scissors. But if you've been watching me for a while, you know how I am with the scissors, and that's just not gonna end up very straight. So yeah, I've got a little fuzzies here that I want to get rid of, but it's very tricky. This guy is not, I think it's time for a new blade. My cutter's a bit, it's making things a little fuzzy, you know? There. Okay, and so if you do it that way, then it gives you your pockets. It's still a little bit puffy on mine, but I think if I do my folds down nice, it'll be fine. So that's just an option for how to do that. If you like that more angled look, that's what you'll get if you cut them together. I would just say maybe try to do that a little skinnier on that one. But I think with this one, I'm gonna leave them like this because I like that. And so all I'm gonna do now is ink up the edges of my pockets. I think I might do some corner rounding because we always like that. But I don't think, well, actually, I think I did my bottom outside corners too on the other one, and I actually kind of like how that turned out. So let's do a little more. Let's do some corners. Yeah, where is my corner rounder? This guy here. This guy here. Yeah, that's looking very, oh, I love that. I actually like that lettery background even better than the other one. So I'm just going to glue these closed. I think since these pockets are so big, I'll do both sides. just right up the edge like this. Extra glue hanging out. Wants to come along. And then these guys are super fun to just fill up with all sorts of little projects. I've been hoarding some of the ones that I've made in previous videos to just add to things like this. So I pulled another one of the floral wallpapers pages that I just finished the other day, and I was thinking I would do something similar and just use a square of it from here for this front with that lace again, because I just really liked how that turned out. Let us go, I'm gonna go about here. Let's just do that first, and then we'll see where we're at, where I wanna go. I kinda like the idea of maybe doing the middle. You know, since this is designed with that kind of border for that to be the edge of the page. And that is not gonna be the edge of my page. So I'm gonna just cut here where I want that. And then we'll go down here. Yeah. Just like this. That feels good. Around my corners again. This corner rounder I super love. It's really nice and stable. It's not like my handhelds, which can be a little trickier. Like you have to be really precise with getting that in there. Since it sits on the table, it pretty much always makes a perfect corner round. And it has this little notch on the other side, which is actually originally what I bought it for. And that makes a beautiful little different kind of notch for your pockets. If you like that, I have links to all the tools that I use regularly in my description. I believe this one is there. I also have a Junk Journal Essentials page that's a little more extensive list on my website, spunkymisfitgirl.com. And so if you are looking for these kinds of tools, you can find them there. Now, and I do get a commission, a very small commission if you purchase through my links. So it helps support my channel, which I am super grateful for. I thought I had this lace that I love. It just goes so well. It really suits these papers. It's a kind of a beige. And that was what I wanted to use here too, but I don't know where I put it now. I swore I had it at the top. I have this one, which is slightly different. It's very similar, but it's slightly different. It's a little more white. I don't think that one works quite as well. I do like it, but I'm gonna look for the other one. So we'll just put this guy on here for now. We're almost done anyway. Those laces both come from Hobby Lobby. If you're looking for them, I haven't seen either one anywhere else, unfortunately. So I'm just gonna put this guy on here. This guy needs some ink. But that's really all there is to it, to this folder, making this folder. It's fantastically easy. And just now you know, It's something that you can make a little one of to sew in as a signature in your journal, or, which I really love that idea actually. Or you can also stuff it into a pocket. You could glue it in as a flip. Also, just glue in the back and have it flip open on your page. There's all kinds of great ways to use this little guy. Super simple. Decorate the inside, stuff it full of stuff. And that is the super simple ephemera folder. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next video.